Hi, my name is Sam Johnson and I am a voice teacher. Today I will be reacting to and analyzing Aurora performing God is a Woman, originally by Ariana Grande. Good. So far, I like that she's subdividing with her body. That's a thing that I have to get a lot of my students to do, actually. If you're struggling with rhythm or if it's difficult to maintain the rhythm as soon as you start singing, like if you just get it in your body and naturally dance a little bit, it will affect how your rhythm works. And with her, it's like, yeah, she's playing these block chords, but she's dancing the subdivision so that she already knows kind of what everything is supposed to feel like, and that's a good thing, so dance.
You love it how I move you, you love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman. Feel it after midnight, a feeling that you can't fight, my one.
This is really cool. I like the sound so far. The first thing, we start listening with our eyes first before anything else, which is why, you know, the subdivision, it already shows that she's in it. It already gets me a little bit engaged. But at the same time, I also see her posture is just a little bit funky. So as voice teacher, she was in here with me. First thing I'd want to see if we could just A/B test would be just straightening out the spine a little bit and making sure that the neck's not really jutting out. Some of that could be just microphone placement, and then also making sure that she's not raising her shoulders much. And I say that as A/B testing because it's like, maybe it won't help her, and that's fine. What she's doing right now I think is fine, but these are things that are very common, that if your posture is a little bit funky, oftentimes it'll result in a little bit of extra strain or just not being your optimal. So with this, it's like, yeah, she's awesome. It sounds good so far, but there's a little bit of a posture thing. Let's just see if it works. If it works better with focusing on a little bit more of traditional noble posture. And maybe it doesn't, and that's fine too, but you just have to try.
It lingers when we're done. You believe God is a woman.
I like this.
I don't want to waste no time. You ain't got a one-track mind. Have it any way you like. Na 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 na. Ain't nobody else can relate. Boy, I like that you ain't afraid. Baby, lay me down and let's pray. Na 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 na.
I love it. The arms that she's doing, it just keeps drawing me in. So we've got her angelic fairy voice, and then we've got the arms. It's like almost Bjorky in just like that it's kind of weird, but draws you in that way. And then her voice, it's not very loud yet. It doesn't need to be loud. I kind of love this really reduced version of everything that's not trying to be more than a fairy voice. It's ethereal. It's cool. It's a really nice take on God is a Woman.
Can be anything you told me not to be. When you try to come for me, I keep on flourishing.
Oh,
and
sick.
it sees the universe when I'm in this company. It's all in me, all in me. Love it how I move you.
She's using that E vowel because it does sound a little bit more childlike, almost brighter, thinner. And then you could see that she had a sort of vowel crescendo where she went from that very thin vowel E to ah, and she dropped the jaw. The tongue kind of dropped with it. The sound overall just rounded out when she did that. So none of these things that I say in these videos are like hard and fast rules. It's just, is it coming across the way that you want it to? And is it repeatable? A lot of times I talk about dropping the jaw on an E vowel, because it's super useful, especially if you're singing in more of a full voice and if you want it to sound more like the rest of the phrase. But with what she just did, She obviously didn't care that it sounded the exact same all the way through the phrase, or that it had more of those tonal similarities, because if she did, then yeah, her jaw wouldn't have moved as much from E to ah. It would have probably been more of an ah. But that's a different sound. That's not what she wants. So if you're wanting to sound like a fairy, do things like this.
Your love is how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God.
Yeah, I love the dancing.
Feel it after midnight, a feeling that you can't fight, my one.
And then those harmonies on top are just the most delicate little bitties. It's amazing. Just the voices together sound so nice. And it's because they're listening well to each other. So the high harmony, like, she's not overpowering anything. And when you're singing that high, there is a very good chance that you will be loud, just because an octave higher, generally the perception of volume, if we don't change anything, doubles. So with her, she's singing quite a bit higher. She has to pull back a lot. She's not making almost any sound at all, because Aurora isn't doing like any sound either. It's just a very quiet, moderate singing. I like using 1 to 10 for volume just because it's fun, and a 10 system is how I rank pretty much everything. So with this, I'm hearing like 4 and 5. She's not going much more than just moderate speaking volume, and most of it is more around a 2 or a 3.
And lingers when we're done, you believe God is the woman. I'll tell you all the things you should know. So baby, take my hand, save your soul. We can make it last, take it slow. Na 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 na. And I can be everything you told me not to be. When I try to come for me, I keep on flourishing.
I love this.
The universe when I'm in his company. It's all in me, all in me. Love it how I move you. You love it how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman.
On the God, she gets a little bit more of that ah kind of shape. So she obviously knows how to do it. It's just, does she want it on that note? On that one she does. On the E, she didn't. She's capable of going back and forth. And that's kind of what I mean by A/B testing all of these things. Make sure that everything that you're doing is a choice, and that you have other ways to do that. Because if you get locked in one way, that is emotionally distressing. It is limiting. You won't be able to be in the moment or be in the character, whatever character you're singing. If you're locked in only being able to do something one way, it doesn't work. So with her, I love that I hear, oh, she's explored all of these different options because she's using them all the way through. And if she's able to use it on this one, of course she'll be able to use it on this other one. And that shows like that work that she's put in so far. This is awesome. I love this arrangement. The chords that they just used and just the feeling when they went almost a cappella was amazing. Getting the little, the twinkly keyboard stuff while the drum kind of picked up with it was just this really awesome rhythmic moment. I like this a lot so far, to the point that I'm making up all I'm saying just for the sake of saying something because I just want to watch it. It's really good.
Feel it after midnight, a feeling that I can't.
It's just so delicate.
It lingers when we're done. You believe God's woman. God's woman. God's woman. God's woman.
I also love being able to see her eyes. I know that that's kind of my thing that I beat over the head, but I love that I can see her eyes, even if she's not always being expressive with it. Like that last one was more of a deadpan stare, but I could see it and I was in it and it fit the song. And there are other times that like we just see more when your eyes are open. We, the audience members, are invited in, where a lot of times like using closed eyes can be good for effect sometimes, But if we're doing a whole song like it, it just puts up this wall, and it makes it so that the audience isn't like gonna get past that wall. Just opening your eyes like this, it immediately is more inviting. It makes me feel a lot more a part of it. It makes it harder for me to check out, to disengage, and not care about what's going on.
Man, God is warm.
Yeah, all of these very tall vowels are fantastic. And they're very narrow too. God is a woman, God is a woman. It's the right way to do vowels, in my opinion. I think it's the most consistent way that kind of balances your voice all the way through your range, is having that vertical space that's not exceptionally wide and not exceptionally narrow, but it's just ba 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 ba. It's kind of like a ventriloquist voice.
God is a woman. God is a woman. God is a woman.
I loved that. And that last one, when she went up to the C sharp, like, she's not singing high in this at any point. Part of, like, when Ariana does it, that's really fun to watch when Ariana does it, is that it's really loud and it's high, and it's like, yeah, this girl can sing, even though most of the song isn't like a real melody, in my opinion. And I kind of miss that from Ariana's writing, where, like, it feels to me like she's only singing those really high ad-libby parts to show off that she can sing, and then the rest of it is almost more pattery, rappy, like less melodic than some of the other things that she's written. But anyway, when Aurora's doing it right now, when she went up to that C sharp, that's where we kind of got a little bit more air coming through. It wasn't as much vocal fold closure. And then she kind of went to that wider vowel, woman, because it all just came together to create this kind of breathier sound, sort of brighter sound that she wanted to end that piece with. Because if she could have done it with a woman, but that would sound insane compared to what she just did. So I love that all of these choices are choices, and that she is absolutely capable of using her voice in different ways. And to me, that's good technique, is the ability to do whatever you're in the mood to do in that moment. And so you need to have, like, a lot of different colors available to you, and then just doing it and having it be repeatable. And so for me, that's like really good technique. And it doesn't matter that she only sang up to the C sharp. It does not matter what range you're singing in, because range is just another tool, but ultimately we're just trying to communicate with people. And I felt like she did a phenomenal job communicating her version of this song to me. So I love that. She's Norwegian, right? Maybe I'm just obsessed with Norwegians, but Norway is awesome, and I'm a quarter Norwegian, so let's go Norway! Yeah! Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Commenting is super helpful. Go join my Discord. There's a link below. Lots of really cool people, and they will say hello when you come in, probably. So go do that. Thank you.